Hi everyone, in this video I'm doing a photo critique of an Italian student photographer called Ettore Toma. Okay, he says, "Ciao, Mr. Dom. I'm an Italian student, I'm 22 and I apologise for my bad English. So far it's going pretty well. I took up photography 2 years ago. It was love at first sight. I started with a Nikon D40, but recently have moved to a D200. I still haven't found what kind of photography interests me more, so I'm sending you a bunch of different pictures and you can tell me what suits me best. Hope you like them. I hereby give Don Bauer the right to replicate my images on his YouTube channel and his blog. Brilliant, thank you very much." Ettore. I'm sure there's probably a more Italian way of saying Ettore. It's more like Ettore. Anyway, okay, let's look at your first shot. Number one, this is called Amino. Amino number two. Cool. Okay. What's this? Still life shot. Desperation. Still life shot with the SB600 facing the mannequin, triggered with the on-camera flash. Okay, so your good use of off-camera flash. I like. Imagining this is quite a small mannequin that you've got here. I like how you've got him with a totally black background. You've even given him a little cigarette, and I'm guessing this is like meant to be like a drink or something. And he's looking down and sad. And okay, that's pretty cool. That's quite clever. Positioning as well, I think, is good. Do you know what might be quite good with this? Okay, you've called it desperation. So maybe I'm thinking more of a depression idea here. So maybe if you extend the black bits all the way out and you made him so he was just a small part in the image, that would also work as well. But I think what you've done here is pretty clever, pretty good, and quite interesting. Yeah, I like that one. Would I stop by? I definitely would stop by this. What I do really like also is if you go on some Flickr pages, there are loads of photos done by people who have taken them photos of like jelly bean men or jelly baby men or Lego men and stuff like that, and you can get lots of kind of cool creative ideas with that. So definitely I'd say keep working, do loads of different things with this, and try and think of putting them in lots of different places. Put him beside the toilet, put him in the sink, put him looking out the window, put him beside your car, put him under the car, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I like good work here. Okay, nice one. Your next one is called number two, is a portrait shot. Okay, that's obviously, it's not in order, so I'm just going to go with this one. Royal Albert. Wow, he's pretty gold, isn't he? Royal Albert makes me think it's in England. Royal Albert Memorial in London. I swear this is not photoshopped. Okay. Really? Really? But like, you've even got the cross and really great sky and everything. Wow, okay. I think that my old entry-level camera and its kit lens played a big role in showing purple and green chromatic aberrations. Well. Okay, you can possibly see a little bit of aberrations there, but in terms of like colors and contrast and everything, if you haven't photoshopped it, you've edited it very well. If not photoshopped, what you can see though is distortion in the lens. Like, this is where if you buy more expensive lenses, you get less distortion, and the distortion here is this line along here, which has got a slight curve to it, and I'm sure that's meant to be totally straight, but from what I'm seeing, it kind of curves down the way. And that, I think, is barrel distortion when you're using your lens at its widest angle. But yeah, just the fact that he's totally blown out. The only thing is, it would be good if we saw his face, so if you're around at the other angle and you got the shot here. But for him to be that bright, I instantly would think that that must be photoshopped, considering the light is from behind, because the shadow is here. So the sun is obviously just up here somewhere, and it's shining on his face, I think, because you've got all the shadow of the building over here. I'm sure. I think you're lying to me. You're saying, I swear this is not photoshopped. I think, is that sarcasm? I don't know. I know, but it's a good shot. I like it. I like how you've got it where there's only just two people down here. It would be better if they were in a kind of a bit more of a staged pose where they're looking up at it going, wow. And also, that again, this is one where you're saying this is your kit lens. You can see distortion straight away. And that's where the more professional lenses you get, the less distortion usually of that type that you get. But yeah, I love the cross, love the sky, love the colours. I love your positioning. Yeah, that's good work, I would say. Yes. Okay, your next one, Scala. Ah, cool. Okay, yeah. I like. It looks like you've muted the colours a little bit. Like you brought the saturation down just a touch, which I think is good because it really goes well with this kind of stone and metal and glass look. Let me just see. Different situation. Light was not as strong as it seems. I like the game of curves and lines. Yeah, that's a nice, interesting photo where you're really looking at the relationship between the objects and its space and its shapes. The lines, the curves, the angles, everything is a great kind of. You could write an essay on this photo and possibly this shopping centre, talking about how we've got stairs coming up the way, how we've got curves leading down the way, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's good. I like the kind of muted colours as well, and that's definitely one I would probably stop by going, that's pretty cool. That's a cool kind of shop. So yeah, again, I would say that's good. I can't really critique it for badness or goodness, but it's just that's a good shot. Yeah. Okay. Let's see your next one. Wa1. And okay, now this is where I can really get my teeth into it. What's this one? This one's W1A. Glamour shoot. Okay, I can see how the glamour's coming down just down at this spot here. Could be a bit more glamour, I think. Because that doesn't really look so much glamour. It's more like fashion to me. First experience shooting a professional model. It was exciting, and I think the photo is interesting. Yeah, and like she has got some very soft skin. Obviously, being Asian, Asians usually do have very good skin. Unlike Europeans, really, like we've just got rubbish skin usually. Well, I do anyway. I don't know. But yeah, hers is very smooth, very soft, and it looks well done. Her eyes are very sharp, but it does look, just with the reflection in her eye, the catchlight I'm getting here is piercing. And I'm never a real fan of that. I think if that looks like your flash was on camera, you haven't really told me anything other than just first experience. In terms of the exposure you've got on her, fine, but the outfit that she's wearing, I can barely see it. The black is really black, and it's the contrast is either too strong or the blacks are just too high. You can't make out the outfit. For it to be more glamour, you'd want to see a bit more cleavage and chest. I would like, anyway, for it to be more glamour, because at the moment it really just kind of looks more of a beauty shot slash fashion shot. I'd also probably max up the makeup a little bit more as well. Here she's got a good strong bit of black there, and a good bit of black underneath, but I would say she could easily go with much stronger makeup. Same with the kind of lips here, they're just a little bit pink. So that would be fine if you were to desaturate the shot a little bit, so it would become a bit more of a moody shot. But here you've got the colours all kind of there, so I would say maybe just enhance the reds in the lips if you can use the Lightroom tool over that. But in terms of sharpness-wise, focus-wise, angle-wise, yeah, that's cool. Connection with the camera, that's good. But I don't like the piercing dot that we get from the very small light source that you're getting. Whether it's on camera, it doesn't matter, it's just that it's a small light source. That's where having an umbrella to the side, it may give modelling shadows to the face, but also give a nice bigger catchlight in the eye and not so piercing right in the centre looking there. But yeah, I'd like to see more of the outfit as well that she's wearing. Okay, but good model. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see more of shots with her. And oh, maybe this was one. Very strong eyes again. I'm thinking it might be a different. Oh God, I can't tell. This one is W2 portrait shoot. I was stunned by the beauty of her eyes and tried to catch it on camera. Well, certainly her eyes are striking. They are huge. Like straight away, I'm kind of thinking, have you photoshopped the eyeballs so they're bigger? Like even if it's a tiny little like 3, 4, 5% or something, where you've just made the actual eyeballs a little bit bigger. I don't know. But what I do like is what you've done to the image afterwards. You've given it a vintage look. I'm thinking in the camera calibration bit, you've moved the shadows so they're more in the purple blue area of the calibration. For example, if I show you a photo of like if I were to do, let's see this shot here, my shot person at a wedding. If I want it to be a bit more vintage looking, down on the camera calibration, changing the tint in the shadows is a good way to sometimes give it a more of a vintage look. Like if I bring up the purples there, instantly it looks a little bit more vintage rather than clean shot. It gives it a bit more of that kind of film look. And also playing around with the blues, maybe not with the saturation, but with the hues as well. Just changing them around can definitely give slightly distorted colours, but can give it a more old age look to it. So definitely, I think adding purples is always a good shot. Not so much greens, but adding purples gives it a bit more of a used film look rather than the clean shot. But anyway, that's a different thingamabob. Where's the photos? Where are we? Not that one. There it is. Yeah, so it looks like you've done a bit of that, and I think that's good, and I think that you've kind of like lowered the saturation as well. But again, is that on-camera flash straight in her? So first thing I would say, Ettore, Ettore, I don't know, is get yourself an umbrella, get yourself a light stand, and get your flash off camera. Buy yourself a flash as well, and just start working with it. But otherwise your models that you're using are beautiful. The makeup's good, the eyes are good as well. Their poses are absolutely fine, but definitely just get the flash off camera and start working on, especially with Asian softness, that it really becomes a very blank canvas. And that's where sometimes having maybe a quite directional light off camera can really help give definition to parts of the face, certainly around the cheekbones and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be my only suggestion on that stuff. But otherwise, Ettore, good work. It definitely seems like your photos are increasing in skill, and you've got some good models. So definitely get working with it. I would say, yeah, work on your model stuff and your off-camera stuff. Just work on that. But good work. Okay. I really should be more harsh.